Today on the 5 series, we're going to take a look at 60s Soft Psych, alright? 60s Soft Psych records. It can also be called 60s pop rock, I guess, but I think 60s Soft Psych sounds a lot better, and it is there are psych elements to all of these records. So here we go. Enough with the talk. First off, we're starting off with Nancy Pretty. You've come this way before. Great album. I can't stress it enough. The musicianship on this record is really tight. What separates a great record of this genre to me is the musicianship, because there were so many records sort of like this coming out during the 60s. What separated the men from the boys, so to speak, for me is the musicianship. It's a tight musicianship. Great whimsical songs of love and friendship and just community and people. Great album. And as a side note, this is the mother of Christina Applegate. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, we're moving on swiftly. Sunshine Company, another great record, of course, because I recommended it. It's more kind of blues based, blues pop, right? Blues pop, great songs. They kind of drift into California fun pop territory now and again, but for the most part, it's a blues based record, but not bluesy like heavy, just blues fun pop, right? And great songs. It's a cool song to take a drive with that shaggy dog in the passenger seat. It's one of those kind of albums. Great cover too. Sunshine Company. Right, next up, For Boys, another great record. Yeah, this is more kind of like real like soft psych, kind of folksy too. They bring in certain other elements. They have a string section on certain tracks too. It's filled with great earnest songs, cool vocals, and lots of breaks and samples and loops for you producers and diggers. Great album from beginning to end. Can't stress it enough. And next up is The Association. I discovered The Association in dollar bins. I see the records, wouldn't pay that much attention to them. I bought the greatest hits once upon a time for like $1, and I was like, yo, this band's great, this group's amazing. I believe that they're just vocalists. I don't know if they're actually a band and actually played. Maybe they did, maybe I stand corrected, but the musicianship on these albums are really tight, and once again filled with breaks and loops. Great songs. They have little kind of funky groovy breaks in them too. Great album and great songs. Dr. John, one of my favorite records of all time, an indescribable record, like voodoo, blues, psychedelic. Dr. John is a legend, and this is arguably his most famous record. Real New Orleans bluesy stuff, and we love it. Soft Psych.